Hi, can you guess? Yep, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. When I dropped the track into the trench, it filled quite a bit of this thing. Also, I was trying to dig out the trench further. It only works if there's a slope for the dirt to come up. So all I did was take the trench and fill it in. So now I'm having to dig out this stuff. It's all loose. It's all been cut, shredded up. Comes out of the ground easy enough, but it's wet and heavy. And I got to take it down to 24 inches. Now I was watching Matt from Diesel Creek bury some power line, but that was power line that was coming from the pole across the road to his property from his neighbor's house. And one of the things he did is he got some tape. I don't know if he got it from the power company or from some local place, but he got tape. And when he filled the hole in, once he put the wire in there, and he started filling the hole, he got within about a foot of the top and laid the tape. And I thought, that's a really great idea, because that way somebody coming across here digging is going to hit that tape and say, oh, there's something down here. Also thought I should probably put a drawing either on the door or inside the power panel saying where the power comes from, so people would know that the power comes from the garage. Because who knows who's going to have this house after I'm done. I bought a house that used to belong to a guy who, during his working life, was a fire engineer, fire prevention engineer. He had made a drawing of the property, where the water lines were, where the well was. It was great. When I bought this house, they had a sketch of where the septic tank was. It wasn't very accurate, but at least I knew which part of the yard to look in. Now I've had Roto-Rooter come and help me flag where the sewer lines are. I had the power company. They also handle the gas. Consumers Energy does natural gas and electricity. So I think I'm good on that. I know where the line for the power company is. I had them put that in, and I marked that out where it goes. So I have a drawing for the next person coming to this house as to where the power lines are, the water lines are, septic tanks, gas lines. So they have a pretty good idea what's what. And I think that's a good thing for everybody to do. Not only for yourself, because, as we get older we forget. At least I do. Maybe the rest of you aren't having that problem, but I have capacity for memory, which is rapidly filling. So having the drawing is going to help. Tell you, digging this trench with a post hole digger is a lot of work. This digger is heavy. I bought my grandson a little toy excavator. It's got a 4-inch bucket on it. He loves it. He plays it with a sandbox. He thinks that's just great. That would be just about perfect for this job. Except it won't go deep enough. Having a small excavator would be a really nifty thing. Because I'm getting too old for this. I am too old for this. But I do a little and then I rest. And I do a little more and then I rest. It'll get done eventually. Fortunately, I don't have to do the whole thing with its post hole digger. That would be miserable. Really would be miserable. Okay, I think it's rest time again. Phew.
So the dirt was wet. That made it a lot heavier. It also made it stick to the post hole digger. So I spent as much time trying to knock the dirt off the post hole digger as I did digging the hole. It was not a fun thing to do. But I got that part leveled out, and I'm going to go on and do some other stuff.
I think the trick for doing the most work during the day is not do one thing continuously. Do one thing a little bit, then do another thing a little bit. Just keep varying back and forth. So you're using different muscles in different ways, or the same muscle in different ways. Just not always doing the same thing. Let different muscle groups work, doing their separate things. So, running the post hole digger requires a different effort than shoveling the ashes out of this firebox. I'm hoping there isn't a problem with the grates on this thing. Don't want to spend time on it. Probably wouldn't be all that difficult, but I don't want to spend time on it right now. Quite a lot of stuff in there. Take this back and dump it in the mulch pile, because that'll tend to sweeten it up a bit. There's a lot of pine needles in it, just because I have several pine trees in the yard. They tend to make the ground kind of acidic. If I was the guy stuck with moving this up out of a basement, I would have emptied it. Of course, maybe he had willing helpers and strong backs and weak minds. Decided it was easier to clean it out upstairs than it was to try to clean it out downstairs before they moved it. It certainly would have made my day better. Although this isn't much work. Phew! I think the ash pit was full. Yep. That drawer is about as full of ashes as you can get the drawer to be. See if I can dump that in the garden cart. Then I'm gonna put the drawer back in. Oh, this is not a drawer, it's a chute. Back end of it is open. There. Well, that's taking a bunch of weight out of it, that's for sure. Oh, that's how it locks. I want to weld these up, but I'm going to do that later. Just want to get it emptied right now. There we go. Now I'll get the vacuum cleaner out here, see if I can suck up the rest of that stuff. Okay, hook up the hose and let's give her a go. Well, that's good. It's lined with fire brick all the way around. That's why it's lasted so long. It's well made. Okay, that's done. Firebox is clean. The ash pit is clean. Figured out how the door locks. That's kind of a nice thing. These cracks have been badly welded, but they can be repaired. I think what I want to do is put a fish plate on there, grind those off, put a fish plate on there, put a bolt through it on two sides, kind of pull that thing back where it should be, and then weld up the crack. Weld up the bolt holes that I put in it. And I'm thinking I want to put a hanger here and here. so I can hook a chain onto it, front and back, lift it up, and move it around if I need to. I have this hydraulic boom for the back of the tractor, which you've seen before, and that's how I got it out of the back of the truck, which you've probably seen before. And that'll make it so I can move it around in the barn, or that'll make it so I can move it around in the workshop if I need to. And that would be nice. Things like cleaning it, just take the ductwork off, unplug it from the wall, take it outside, clean it, no problem. But for right now, I'm going to haul these ashes back to the mulch pile. I haven't done any mulching with the leaves. I used the tractor and the grater blade to pull them away from the front of the building. And I have got a ton of them. And we're not even getting started yet. And this is just the initial fall of leaves. This little garden cart's handy. We got it from my mother-in-law long ago. It's nice because you can tip it down like this and just rake stuff into it. Saves a lot of lifting. Oops. Stepped in the ash pile. There we go. Now when I pile the mulch on top of that, that pile there, that's just the summer grass. Grass decomposes quickly. Turns into nice black dirt. Leaves take about a year. Now, if you mix them with grass and some dirt, and hopefully some wood ash, they're going to decompose faster. At least that's the plan. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I sure would like it to. What a mess. Anytime you start moving, it just swells and swells and swells, and the job just keeps getting bigger. But I'm hoping I can get this done while the weather's still halfway decent. I mean, this is fall, and fall's kind of cool. I'm wearing a jacket. Also sweating. One kind of goes with the other. See how much we got in the way in the hopper here. Oh, quite a bit. Quite a bit. nice having an old jump vacuum cleaner. Don't care if something happens to it. You're not out a whole lot. Let's knock this filter out. I could buy a new filter, I suppose. I imagine there's enough of these out in the world that they're still making filters for them. But most of the time, just doing this is enough to keep it working. Since I'm getting pretty dirty today anyways, a little bit of dust on me ain't gonna make a whole lot of difference. There. Craftsman makes some pretty good stuff. There. I'm just going to walk this back and dump it. And I'll be back in a minute. Okay, got it cleaned out. I'm going to throw some chains around it and get it ready to pick up. Then I'll put the tarp back on it. Well, we got 2 panels up on the ceiling, not complete, but got 2 up there. I was able to slide it over and drop it into place, put a couple of screws in it, top and bottom, and I think we're good. I'll have to move that gird on that side up there where that clamp is. It's too close to the peak. It's supposed to be about 4 inches down. Oh well, no harm done. We'll carry on like we know what we're doing. I can fix that one. As long as I do a lot of different things, even though my old muscles get tired quick, I'm not using the same one for everything. So I could do more work this way rather than trying to get all the panels done at once. I'm afraid I'd get tired and drop one. So 1 or 2, and then we go from there. Supposed to be sunshine tomorrow and just a little bit warmer, so that'll be good. Gaining ground on it. It's going to be a nice shop. I knew it was going to be. I just didn't know how good it was going to be. It's bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought 24 by 24, that's kind of small. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room. Now when you look over here, You go, this guy's got more stuff than he's got room to put it in. Well, that's all stuff set up, just piled in place. Kind of like a tent takes up more room when it's set up than when it's bagged. Give me a little time, put some shelving in here, get the benches in. It's going to be a nice place to work.
This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union without the express written permission of the parents or the legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.